Marvel fans, we just got the final trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine, and a lot of people are saying it's like way too spoilery, and that's just crazy. Like, if you think X-23 being revealed in this trailer is like way too spoilery, then you don't have any idea what's really gonna be in this movie. And in this video, I want to break this trailer down. I want to talk about all the reveals, and technically I am gonna go into like details and things that people are saying about it from behind the scenes, so we might get into some spoilers here, but this trailer is not too spoilery. Let me give you an example of too spoilery. Remember when in the lead up to Multiverse of Madness, all of the big cameos were teased for the Illuminati sequence? The reason that was too spoilery is because that's the biggest deal. That was the most insane cameo filled part of that film, and they essentially teased it, gave it away, spoiled it for many people in the trailers. Guys, that is not what is happening right now with this trailer. This trailer exposing Daphne Keane coming back as X-23, that's nothing, dude. There's way crazier cameo-filled nutso bananas. Holy shit. Oh my God, I can't believe they got so-and-so to do this and that. Holy shit. Like, unbelievable levels of surprises await us in this movie. Daphne Keane as X-23 is barely a thing. Shut your mouth. You know what is kind of a big spoiler for the movie that's in this trailer is the tone and the core plot. This trailer basically confirms that Deadpool and Logan both take place in the same universe, and that Logan dies in the Deadpool universe, leading to that universe falling apart completely and unraveling, and that's what's going on with the TVA and Agent Paradox. And so you have that, and you have Deadpool being from a universe where Wolverine was the shit, the X-Man, as he says in the trailer, and then we're gonna compare that to this Wolverine, who's an alcoholic and kind of shitty. And yes, it is crazy that Logan and Deadpool are in the same universe, and the more I think about that, the more my head hurts. Does that even make sense? But from the perspective of the emotionality of the movie, I think it's amazing, dude. Totally cool. I even like the way Deadpool is telling Wolverine that he's been waiting a long time for this team up, which is weird because that's like a fourth wall breaking-esque line, and yet its emotional impact makes sense to me. It makes sense to Wolverine. It's operating on multiple levels. Holy shit, did they do something really special with this movie? And the thing is, Daphne Keane as X-23 is there to put an exclamation point on this whole thing, right? Like, there's the conversation where this Logan, the alcoholic one that literally has a bottle in his hand, as he is saying it, that guy's telling Daphne Keane, like, you've got the wrong guy. And she delivers an incredible line in the trailer saying, you were always the wrong guy until you weren't. And it hits, bro. Like, what the I'm feeling things, man. The trailer brilliantly uses the whole run of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine as this way to sort of leverage the emotion of missing him, of what the world became without him, and then the opportunity for this new version of Wolverine to step into those shoes and to sort of become heroic based on the other person's actions. It's mind-blowing, dude. It's operating on multiple levels. This is crazy. But on top of all of that, we get some other incredible teases in this trailer. We get two insane shots of Emma Corrin as Cassandra Nova. The first one here is her in front of some kind of a machine, and you can see in the background that this universe is being spaghettified. And then we get this shot of Emma Corrin standing there as all the spaghettification happens around her as the timeline is destroyed. She seems to be using her psychic powers here, and frankly, she seems a little turned on by how many minds she is feeling be tormented and afraid. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, dude. Like, she seems to be almost arriving, let's say, based on all of the suffering that she is hearing and feeling. And it's like, what? And also, what is this room, right? You see the red tubes, you see the blue tubes. Some of the stuff here looks like it could be in the TVA, right? Like this little orange dialed thing in the background. But I really don't know. This could just be something within her universe as she's trying to figure out what the hell is happening as the timeline is destroyed all around her. I'm not really sure, but I believe this will probably be introduced as an element to show that Emma Corrin, as Cassandra Nova, witnessed her own timeline being destroyed or understood it or something. Maybe the TVA was trying to get her to help. We're not really sure. And like, again, guys, there's a lot of reveals here. We don't know what this is. We don't know exactly what's going on with Emma Corrin. There's still a ton of surprises in this movie. And we also get this shot where, yes, you have a full-on image of Lady Deadpool here. By the way, really seems like this is Blake Lively at this point, just based on the body. But you can also see, count them up in the background, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Deadpool variants at least, plus what appears to be Headpool flying through the air. And something else that you need to notice here is this is actually a large Doctor Strange portal that has opened and seems to be letting all of them in. Couple of things here. If you look at the 1-minute trailer that was released, I believe, last weekend, it showed Cowboy Deadpool for the first time, like really in the frame, and then you could see a bunch of variants behind him. Except that in that trailer, it showed those variants in that town, seemingly in some kind of outpost where all the Deadpool variants all live on the Void. And something else that's crazy is Ryan Reynolds just posted this image of this freaking sling ring here. This is maybe the sling ring that Cassandra Nova uses. Oh, and by the way, it also seems to have a reality stone and a time stone attached to it. Maybe this is the one Cassandra Nova uses. Maybe somebody else is using this sling ring to bring in all of these Deadpool variants for some kind of final battle or something. Oh, and check this out. A lot of people missed this initially, but if you can turn up the brightness on that shot with all the different Deadpool, you can clearly see Cowboy Pool here, and you can see freaking Kid Pool. We know it's Kid Pool because he's wearing the Deadpool hoodie. And you know what's crazy about Cowboy Pool? Apparently, according to Alex Perez, this could be played by Matthew McConaughey. Hard to know if he's like really confirming that, if he's just teasing it. Alex has been a little off the rails on Twitter lately, so I don't know what to believe. But there you go. Possibly just spoiled something actually really freaking crazy for you guys. Kid Pool and Matthew McConaughey as Cowboy Pool. You're welcome. Why don't you go cry about it on Twitter like a little bitch? And then the trailer ends with this really odd end cap scene where Deadpool is doing the Spider-Man symbol and like making the sound of the webs coming out. And that's been something that's been continuously teased in a lot of the marketing. A lot of us are like, bro, what? Like, are you trying to tell us Spider-Man's in this movie? Hey, is Spider-Man in this movie? Now, there are long-standing rumors of a post-credit scene that might involve Tobey Maguire and Robert Downey Jr. Those are old rumors. Don't know if they're real. But considering how important this movie is for setting up the rest of the multiversal saga as we get to Avengers 5, I think it would make sense that Deadpool understands that. He's a fourth wall breaking character. He may well be teasing out to the audience the fact that you're going to see Tobey Maguire, Hugh Jackman, and RDJ all together again. Oh, and if you think that's way too crazy, I want to share this info with you. This is coming from a brand new Gizmodo article. Kevin Feige literally just said, when asked, how important is Deadpool and Wolverine? Yeah, he said, if Infinity War's a 9 and Endgame's a 10, Deadpool and Wolverine is an 8. It's right behind those two. Maybe the most significant shit you've ever seen. You better wear your brown pants. Okay, so he didn't exactly say that last bit, but that's he did say it was an 8 out of 10. He said that. It's almost as important as Infinity War. And especially with rumors swirling that Avengers vs. X-Men might even be Avengers 5. And that's now going to be the big culmination crazy thing that's going to happen in the multiversal saga before we get to Secret Wars and the shit really pops off. It's just seeming like a lot of stuff is coming up X-Men, you know? It's just wild. So I wouldn't rule out some teases of Tobey Maguire, maybe a mention of Tobey Maguire. You know, there's obviously a reason that Ryan Reynolds is showing us all this footage of Deadpool going tweet, 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 you know. Oh, and also we got these crazy scenes that are floating around on television spots and in different interviews and like Good Morning America and stuff. And you can see Cassandra Nova slamming Wolverine to the ground and like dragging him under the freaking ground. It's nuts, dude. Cassandra Nova, obviously insanely powerful, insanely twisted, gonna be a great villain for this movie and potentially like a real ass threat to the multiverse. Looks really cool. And that's the majority of the updates, context, and all the different things that Marvel's teasing and that leakers and, scoopers are talking about when it comes to Deadpool and Wolverine. I cannot wait to watch this freaking movie. I'm going to be watching it at 3 p.m. next Thursday. And if you're going to be seeing it on Thursday or before Thursday, make sure you come on by our streaming channel Friday morning at 11 a.m. We're going to be doing a full spoiler breakdown, just gushing about how awesome the freaking movie was together on our streaming channel. And as I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.